This time we must go in a very special direction, said Mr. Voss, pointing sideways and downward. So he and his 4 children started to dig once again. The work went much more slowly now, yet they kept at it with great courage, and little by little the tunnel began to grow. I dare not do that, said Mr. Voss, because this place I'm hoping to get to is so marvelous that if I describe it to you now, you would go crazy with excitement. And then if we failed to get there, which is very possible, you would die of disappointment. I don't want to raise your hopes too much, my darlings. So a long time I kept on digging. For how long they did not know, because there were no days and no nights down there in the murky tunnel. But at last Mr. Voss gave the order to stop. I think, he said, we had better take a peek upstairs now and see where we are. I know where I want to be, but I can possibly be sure we are anywhere near it. Slowly, wearily, the Vosses began to slope the tunnel up toward the surface. Up and up it went, until suddenly they came to something hard above their heads, and they couldn't go up any further. Mr. Voss reached up to them this hard thing. It's wood, he whispered. Wooden planks. What does that mean then? It means, unless I'm very much mistaken, that we are right underneath somebody's house, whispered Mr. Voss. Be very quiet now, while I take a peek. Carefully, Mr. Voss began pushing up one of the floorboards. The boards creaked much terribly, and they all dug down, waiting for something awful to happen. Nothing did, so Mr. Voss pushed up a second board, and then very cautiously he poked his head up through the gap. He let out a shriek of excitement. I've done it, he yelled. I've done it for first time. I've done it. He pulled himself out through the gap in the floor and started pressing and dancing with joy. Come on up, he said out. Come up and see where you are, my darlings. What a sight for a hungry fox. Hurry. These 4 small foxes scrabbled up out of the tunnel, and what a fantastic sight it was that now met their eyes. They were in a huge shed, and the whole place was teeming with chickens. There were white chickens and brown chickens and black chickens by the thousands. Budget's chicken house number 1, cried Mr. Voss. It's actually what I was aiming at. I hit it slap in the middle. First time, isn't that fantastic? And if I may say so, rather clever. The small foxes went wild with excitement. They started running around in all directions, chasing the stupid chickens. Wait, ordered Mr. Voss. Don't lose your head. Stand back. Calm down. Let's go do properly. First of all, everyone have a drink of water. They all ran over to the chicken's drinking trough and lapped up the lovely cool water. Then Mr. Voss chose 3 of the hamster hens, and with a clever flick of his ears, he killed them instantly. Back to the channel, he ordered. Come on, no fooling around. The quicker you move, the quicker you should have something to eat. One after another, they climbed down through the hole in the floor, and soon they were all standing once again in the dark channel. Mr. Ross reached up and pulled the floorboard back into place. He did this with great care. He did it so that no one could tell they had ever been moved. My son, he said, giving the 3 plump hands to the biggest of his 4 small children. Run back with this to your mother. Tell her to prepare a feast. Tell her the rest of us will be alone in a jiffy, as soon as we have made a few other little agreements.